Alright guys, we have started doing coaching content recently, and the first coaching session went really well with Greg, aka Grigominus. He offered me to do an 8,000 Acoins giveaway, which I was really grateful for. So we're gonna do 10 winners, and they're gonna get 800 Acoins each. The requirements are: you need to be subscribed to the channel, you need to like the video, you need to comment your in-game ID, and the word Citadel below. Thank you again, Greg. We all greatly appreciate it. And now you can enjoy another coaching session where Hood Ninja asking about Hangar setups and questions about our recent match versus meta in Kings of Mech Arena.
It's okay. All right.
Okay, so I started
So,
now.
okay,
so
I
you
was
can,
watching your video when you guys fought against MT or Meta in the coma,
oh yeah, you
and
did.
yes, yeah, amazing video, great performance.
Yeah, thank you.
So I was looking at your hangars, right? I'm currently watching the CPC, and so I wanted to ask you basically what your thinking is and why you do that. I have a screenshot of it pulled up in front of me, right? I see that you've got 2 hangars checked for your CPC, and it
Yeah.
looks like you've got pretty much the exact same builds, except for one difference would be your lace wing. I see the one hangar has a lace wing with strike rockets, and the other one has storm racks. So I was wondering what would be your decision-making process on whether or not you're going to go with the strike rockets or the storm racks.
Okay, let me just pull up the video so I can have a look on the hangars, because I have these hangars set up specifically before the match, so I know which one to pick, for the map that we get. So let me just pull it up, and I can have a look. So I always like to prepare the hangars for the maps specifically that we play. And based on the map, I choose the best map that is the best for the team play, and then also the best for me. So I like to, also cater for the team, so we can play together and then choose what the team needs. But at the same time, also keep an eye what I am really good at. So combine the two. So don't be too selfish of what you can do to get kills and stuff, because it's also teamwork is very important. So you need to be able to play off of each other, especially with the outlaw meta now. It's more important as well.
Yeah, and it was.
So this is the CPC, okay?
It definitely surprised me that you didn't have an outlaw in, with outlaws being so prevalent in the meta these days. And I was gonna get to that as well, but right now I'm asking about the lace wing.
Yeah, so I have one hangar set up with the lace wing strike rockets and one with the lace wing storms, and that's pretty much the only difference in the two presets.
Yes, I see that. Yeah, and so that's what my question was what would be a determining factor in when you decide to take the strike rockets versus the storm racks?
Okay, so my thinking here is that if we get those very lace wing dominant maps like Skyship or Imperial Temple or something like that, where it's also the Forbidden City, where lace wings pretty much are very difficult to kill, I need to focus on killing the lace wing first. So that's where the strike rocket hangar was. And for maps like Site 313, when I can do a lot of damage with the Stormax, I like to use the lace wing. And the Scarlet was also one of those maps where the strike rockets are just not as useful, not as effective. So I haven't seen, maybe I have seen one lace wing from the opposite team, and it's not very a lace wing map. So if I choose Stormrex on this map, I can do way more damage, and I did very well with the Lacewing here. And you need to think about the counters as well. So the Strike Rocket is just the counter for the other Lacewings.
Yes.
That's pretty much behind.
That makes sense.
In between the two.
Okay. And then I was wondering why you decided to go with the burrow beams on the Seeker rather than, like, say, a build that can't be crashed like the Revoker. You decided to kind of do the trade-off?
Yeah, so I think the setup was that some of us had Revokers on the Seeker, and some of us had burrow beams on the Seeker. I think that's how it was, and I was the one that had the Seeker burrow beams.
Gotcha.
I just
got you guys made sure that there was at least one Revoker Seeker as well to be able to counter the Outlaw crash.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we had someone. I don't know for sure. I can't remember for sure if we had, but I think we did. If we didn't had, that means that we had to use the Seeker very smart. For example, we had to make sure we only TP if the Outlaw crashed anyone else, and then the Seeker was good to go. And then I also had to make sure you keep on track how many Outlaws are there on the maps.
Yes.
So like if they had 2 Outlaws, they could do a very smart play, that to only crash one at a time. So always had one in case a Seeker TPs with beams, so it always can be shut down.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And then yeah, I think that answers my question. So these specific hangars that you built for this match, the maps that APX was able to pick was the Scarlet Atrium and Site 313, or was that?
Yeah, they chose the first two.
MTA chose the first.
Yeah, so in this case, the challenger has the right to pick the first 2 maps, and then we are picking the second 2 and so the third and the fourth.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, what was the third map? The Mech Arena. Okay.
Yeah, so we chose the Mech Arena map.
Yeah, and then on the other, and then the other one was the Champions Forge. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I noticed your style of play here. It was a little surprising because normally I know you as a very aggressive type player. Charging in to get center and stuff like that. And I noticed that you definitely did not do a lot of that on this one. And it worked out really well, specifically like in the Scarlet Atrium, making the decision, I think, just in the first 20-30 seconds when the entire exchange happened at center, rather than charging with the surge itself and try to get the stun. You stayed back and fired the burrow beams into center and were able to clear it that way. So,
yeah, because if I push with a surge, I would have a disadvantage because I saw what they have, and if they have a Citadel with the Outlaw backing up, I pretty much have no chance going for the middle. Like I would have died, So the best thing I can do here is that I do damage from the far away. We already have middle. So just, trying to defend from the far, do chip damage, as much damage as I can from the far. That Outlaw was focusing on me, so he kept crashing me. And it was quite difficult to do much.
Yeah.
And then the surge caught me off guard, and then I pretty much died.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then here's something that might not be helpful to a lot of the people you're training, but I just, as a personal question, I guess, You obviously have got quite the reputation of being like a huge threat, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself getting targeted a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with that when that does happen?
Yeah, so
Do
it's
you
like I have to be
communicate that
more
to your
aware of it.
team?
Like it happens very often when I get crashed more than my teammates. I just
Mhm,
have to be aware, and
mhm.
in these situations, I have to use myself as a bait. So if they crash me, I have to communicate it, and then my teammate can push. Like my teammates has the chance to push, to do damage, to try to go after the outlaw, and my secret teammates can also TP, so they can actually kill the outlaw. So it can be
Okay.
used also. So like me being crashed can be also very useful for my teammates, for my team.
Yeah. Okay. Um, when you guys picked Mech Arena, I don't know if that was specifically your decision or it was something you all decided on and stuff. What was your thinking on picking the Mech Arena?
Yeah, so we planned for this. So we practiced, and we planned choosing Mech Arena, and we also planned to choose the Champions Forge map. We practiced, it went very well, and we expected to win these two maps definitely.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
still, the
And so
first
you
map was
guys
like
came
very close.
into
The
it.
Mech Arena map, it came down to one mech, so it was
Oh
very
yeah, yeah.
extremely close.
That
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
amazing game. Yeah, and I definitely I learned a lot of places to fire with my storm racks,
Mm-hmm.
that from across the map that I didn't think could connect, but they did. So yeah, that was cool to see. One of them I think was like from one corner all the way to the other corner. It was
Oh yeah.
good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing is the
Um,
storm range is like 170 or something, 170 meters. So it's like you can shoot throughout the whole map, and you can do very good damage on it.
yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. And me personally, it's always a hard decision on going with the Lacewing with Storm Rex or some kind of direct, what I would consider direct fire, like the
Hmm.
Storm Rex Whirlwinds versus like something guided with an arc.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people on the Mech Arena go with something guided because there's no overhead cover there,
Hmm. Yeah,
So
that's also a good idea. Yeah, with Gemini specifically, I'm not sure how that would work. Only it's like it's very open space. That's true, but people can kind of see it come in, and I think it's more easily
yeah.
avoidable. Getting hit with the Geminis.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
was more of thinking like the strike rockets and savants.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, strike rockets
personally,
can work, but it just takes a while to get kills with it or do damage, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, or I'm sorry, strike rockets will definitely not bring home a lot of kills.
Hmm.
Oh shoot. This is my work calling. Can I call you back in about 10
Yeah, yeah,
minutes?
yeah, it's okay, no worries, man.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Okay, I will call you back in about 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. Yo,
Yo.
yo. Hey.
All right. Okay, so where were we? Talking about hangars. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Um, do you think you could pull up to me, make a sample hangar of what you would consider to be the CPC meta right now?
Yeah, yeah,
Just
of course. Yeah, we can do that.
general, if you were unable to pick any map. So
Okay,
just
so do you want to do it in your game as a hanger of yours to share your screen, or should I do it in my game? How would you want
if
it?
you wouldn't mind, I mean, I think it might be easier if you do it in your game and just
Hmm.
stream it
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
okay.
Is
That's
that
also good.
possible?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that way the people at home, if you wanted to show them as well.
Okay. Second, I can share my screen.
You sound like you're getting a little sick there, buddy.
Oh yeah, I was the past 2+ weeks I have been coughing, but I got some medicine, so it's getting better, that's for sure. Okay, so Meta Hangar for CPC.
Yes.
So we have to think about if the map is a lacewing map or not, because I would set two presets, one with a lacewing lacewing map, and one without. If I use lacewing, depending on what my role is, if my role is to counter the other lacewings, I think one of the best would be putting strike rockets. And with the implant, the lacewing jump distance, 1 cooldown, and I like to use the damage and the reload here, because most of the maps that are lacewing maps and I have to counter the lacewings, it's not that of a long range map, so I don't really need the range for that. For example, Skyship would be a great example that you need to counter other lacewings. Skyship, Imperial Temple, the Forbidden City. These 3 maps, I would definitely do strikes, and I would focus on the other lacewings. And
why would you go strike rockets over savants?
I don't really have savants. That's one of the reasons. I never tried savants, and I don't have them. That's one of the main reasons. I don't know how good they are. I still have to test them. And
I definitely would recommend that. I've been
yeah, so I will get them, at one time, and I will try them. And I already have all the implants for strike rockets maxed.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's just a very effective lacewing counter.
Yes. Oh yeah, I know. I'm a fan of lacewing strike rockets.
Yeah, but I really enjoy Stormrex. So I love playing maps like Side 313. What else? It's like very good lacewing maps.
Mech Arena.
I don't really use lacewing on Mech Arena, to be fair. If I don't have the role to counter the other lacewings, I love to do Skyship as well with Storms. Patterson Station is a different one. I love to do beams on Patterson Station because you have the range to be very effective with the beams actually. So I really enjoy beams on this map, but this map only.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the 2 bridges right off of center, they're within range of beams.
Yeah, you can get up on those mountains and you can do a lot of damage with the beams and stay in a good range as well, so you're kind of safe. So Scarlet is the other one. So Scarlet, I love to do Stormrex on Scarlet. As you can see on the match against Meta, Side 313, these 2 are very strong Stormrex maps. Imperial Temple as well can be good, but lacewings can be very annoying, so we need counters for the lacewings. So if I do counter play with lacewings, I do Imperial Temple, Skyship sometimes, Strike Rockets, and Forbidden City. And any other maps, I don't do lacewings.
Okay.
So that's for the lacewings. If I use lacewing, I like to do Deathwalker Hornets. That's also a very effective lacewing counter.
Because of the partial targeting.
Yeah, the venom damage is very effective against lacewings and scouts. So the best implants for Hornets is the venom damage and the reload. The magazine doesn't do too much. It only, even if you max the implant, it adds 1 set of shots each side. So it's just not really worth it. You're way better off using Hornets and venom damage. Okay, I really love to use Citadel beams.
Yeah.
I think this mech is the strongest in the game right now, and it's just very difficult to kill. Very, very difficult to kill. Only the outlaws can pretty much counter it. If you crash them, then you have the chance to kill it. And also parasites are very useful to counter it, like these two mechs.
Yeah. What implants do you use with the burrow beams?
So with Citadel, I like to use the cooldown. And for now, it don't really need a duration. I have to use the free weapon implant for it, so it's like very tanky and it's like very powerful. We might need a duration once the modifier ends, the seasonal modifiers. So still 4 weeks. Yeah. It gives plus 20 duration, so because of this, there is no need for extra duration. It's perfectly enough.
Gotcha. Okay.
And depending on the map, I like to use Blissfrost or Surge, depending what kind of maps we play. If we play something like Skyship, where I can hide behind something, so I can freeze opponents. Volty. Oh, that's a Volty. Okay, that's a bug. I selected Blizz. Okay.
Wow.
So if I can hide behind something, like in Skyship, that small ramp, then I love to do Blissfrost. But if I have a map like Forbidden City, where there is not much place to hide, and I have to, it's like a large map, I like to use Surge.
Gotcha.
If you use Blissfrost, I really recommend using the grip radius implant, because you can do a 39-meter range of freezing. That's a very good range.
Yeah.
So for example, Site 313 is also a very good map to use Blissfrost, because you can be kind of safe hiding somewhere, and if they try to push for the middle beacon, you can freeze them up, and at the same time you get damage reduction, so you have a fair chance of winning these kind of fights. And if you have only 2 slots for the burrow beams, the best the combo is Magazine and Fire Rate.
Gotcha.
We have tested all the combos with Platinum and with the APX guys, and that's the best combo you can do. Okay. If you have 2 implants.
2 implants.
Okay, and surges are very good for maps like Champions Forge, Mech Arena map, Forbidden City, like those large maps when you have to, go distances.
Gotcha. Okay.
And the last map, I like to use Outlaw. Look at this bug. I'm choosing Outlaw and it still puts Volt in. That's crazy. Okay, I have been experimenting lately with Outlaw. This can be very good with different weapons. So people have to use pod guns, storm wrecks, strike rockets, even Geminis. So these are all very good options for Outlaw, and it's also very map dependent which one you put on. But recently I love to experiment with charge rockets, and that is because if the Seeker TP is on you, then you have a chance to run away, and it's just survivability. You have a chance to survive.
Okay.
And the implants for that I love to use, and it's quite effective. Like, I'm still testing it, but it's really effective. So I have the cooldown, I have charge rocket damage, I have charge rocket speed, and it's supposed to be the charge rocket range. So I use range, speed boost, and damage for the Outlaw, because with this I can gain distances, so I can get closer. With the speed, I can crash someone and I can go back to safety. And that's within 100-meter range, because my ability is only 100 meters. And with the range implant, the charge rocket range goes from 80 to 100. So it's exactly 100, just like the Outlaw's ability range. So both matches.
Gotcha.
So if I crash someone, I can potentially do a lot of damage to that person at the same time. So I highly recommend trying this build because it's really effective. It takes some time to learn the mechanics of the weapon, but once you master it, it is really strong. It's really it can do good damage, but you have to be using it very well.
Yeah, and I have the charge rocket. I just don't have the implants yet. And, my outlaw is one level away from that. So
Yeah, it's really good.
Plan on putting the charge rockets into play. So you would not recommend the charge rocket 12s on any of the builds?
I don't have charge rocket 12s, but if I had it, I think I would use it on Parasite. Parasite has a very good potential, but the downside is very slow. So Parasite is really slow, but if you have the boost, the speed boost from this weapon, Parasite can be really annoying mech to deal with, 100%.
Gotcha. Okay.
There are also very good support mechs like Solis and Salvor that I would love to try one day, but I don't. I have those mechs. Where is it? So I don't have. Where is Solis? Support. So I don't have Solis just yet. I have Salvor rank 3, and I would have to max them out and also max out the mods on it. But these can be very useful as well.
Yeah. So if you were to put in a Solus or a Salvor, and you were running this hangar that you built now, what would you take out and put?
Yeah, so it is not a good option to have too many support mechs. So you have to decide which one to put in. I think Outlaw is pretty much a must-have for every player in the hangar, pretty much. So every team should run at least 3 Outlaws, if not 4 or 5. That's how effective this mech is, and that's how strong it is. To be able to crush someone like a Citadel or a Deathwalker or a Parasite, or some of these mechs that try to push your teammate, and to be able to save your teammate at the same time, and they have the kill on that mech, is very valuable. But you have to be very mindful with your crashes. So Outlaw is a must-have, and other than Outlaw, you might have only one other support mech. That could be a Solis, that could be a Salvor, that could be maybe a Lacewing, because Lacewing is can be support as well when you play very slow, like with the strike rockets. That's more of a support role, so you get rid of the Lacewings. So that kind of counts as a support as well. But you also need to have the firepower, like Citadel, Surge or Blissfrost or Deathwalker. So if you have too passive of a build, then they might overwhelm you and you cannot do anything to stop it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, at least in my particular clan, that is definitely one of the challenges that we're facing is running too many support and stuff. But on this particular hangar then, so if you were to take out something and put that Solus in, you would recommend taking out the Lacewing?
Yes, so I would play Solis, for example, on those maps, which are not Lacewing maps. So I would have this option pretty much freed up. And I don't have the Solis, but that's also a very solid option to help your teammate get kills, because those blinds are really annoying, and you can blind multiple people, up to like 4 or 5 people at the same time, if they are stacked together.
Oh yeah.
If you have a look on the meta match when we play side 3-1-3, those guys were like blind, quite a long time, all the time, like up to 2, 3, 4 people at the same time. But we weren't able to capitalize on those blinds. So it's very effective on those small maps, for example.
Gotcha. Another question. So when you're pushing center, right, or someone, you have the opportunity to take center, do you recommend one person in center while the teammates cover, or do you recommend multiple people in center to change it faster.
Yeah, it is also very map dependent. Ideally, 2 people to capture faster would be really nice, but nowadays people like to spawn outlaw first, so they actually can counter very easily. So if you have a citadel pushing middle to start capturing the beacon, the outlaw just it can easily crash it, and that person can die and losing a very valuable mech. So it's very difficult. So there has to be an outplay for this, because until now this threat was working, right? When you have a citadel, you have a nomad, you have a surge, and you push middle, you try to capture it like multiple people, and now we have the outlaw crashing people on middle, and it's way easier to counter this kind of play. So it has to be a shift at some point.
Yeah, and the DPS of the burrow beams,
oh yeah, it can punish.
Yeah.
So if multiple people goes for the beacon, that can be punished as well. So it's a bit different.
And I am noticing a shift in the major competitive team strategy, whereas before we used to place such a high priority on getting to center first and getting there and being it there, and we would make intents like the nomad dash distance and things like that. And with the burrow beams and outlaws coming into the meta, now you don't need to be the first one in center, because if the opposing team can get a good line of sight on you, they can just demolish whatever is in center.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
And now it's way different than how it was before. We didn't have burrow beams back in the Revoker meta. We just, went for the middle, everyone. Nomad, surge, and whoever wins at the end gets the beacon. That's how it was before.
Yeah.
Now it's way different. Now they have to be more mindful about when and how many people go for the beacon. Because it can backfire very quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that answers my questions. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm happy to help anytime. Yeah, glad we were able to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And congrats on all the success with the YouTube channel and over there at Apex. A lot of really good guys and a lot of really good players.
Yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, totally. Okay, well, I know it's late for you, so I will let you go, and I will pass along this information to my team, and I look forward to your next YouTube video.
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for, asking for advice and, all the stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, we'll talk to you later, and
take
definitely hope you feel better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow.
All right.
See you, man.
Yep. See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.